Hi everyone. It has been months since I have been to see art galleries in the East Village, so I thought I'd take you along with me today, and we are going to start at one of my favorites, which is the whole gallery. On view is this exhibit by the Swedish artist Joakim Ojanen, and the exhibit is titled The Part You Throw Away, and it consists of a really nice range of works. There's sculptures, paintings, drawings, as you can see, and Joakim is inspired by childhood drawings, graffiti, illustration, and the ceramic form. This is one of my favorite works from the exhibit. It's titled Can't Stop Whining, which I think is very clever. For his sculptures, he creates these, for the non-ceramic ones at least, he first creates them in wax and then he casts them into bronze. And I remember back for his first exhibit at the Hole in 2019, he featured works that he created in the studio that's actually in the basement of this building. That's a part of a residency. And while his works really have this playful childlikeness to them, they represent a much deeper theme, which is the loss of childhood and youth. And the gallery states, Joachim's work seems to turn more deeply inward toward characters that are neither obviously human nor clearly gendered, and retain through their imaginary indeterminacy a direct connection to childlike wonder, which must often be discarded as one enters adult life. It was really nice to see such a range of works from this artist. I've only ever seen his ceramic sculptures. I actually didn't know he did such a breadth of work, but I was really impressed by his paintings and drawings. These drawings here are created from charcoal on paper. We are now heading over to Galerie Perrotin to see two exhibits, starting with this exhibit by the French artist Xavier Veilhan. And I have never ever seen sculptures like this. These are absolutely stunning. The absence of detail gives them this insane, otherworldly feel to them. In fact, the artist states the sculpture itself is blurred rather than being the result of a distorted perception. Thus, the silhouettes are reconstructed by the viewer's vision from their out of focus nature. Veilhan is inspired by minimalist sculpture of the 1970s, such as Sol LeWitt's Open Cube and Robert Morris's Mirror Cube. This is a tough gallery space to fill. It's quite large, and I think Veilhan has done such a fantastic job. I could stay at this exhibit all day. Downstairs is an exhibit by, I think you say it OB. OB, it would be strange to say OB in my opinion, but she is an artist that is a part of Kaikiki Gallery, which is Takashi Murakami's gallery in Japan, if you're not familiar with it. According to the gallery, OB is known for her delicate atmospheric paintings depicting girlhood in Japan. And the exhibit itself is centered around the theme of adolescence, and the paintings are meant to represent versions of her and her friends wandering through adolescence just full of uncertainty. I think we can all relate to that. The artist is stated as saying, "My paintings include elements of my own experience, but I don't consider them self-portraits. I believe that the characters themselves are like vessels or dolls in which the imagination of the viewer is reflected." We're now heading over to Rachel Uffner Gallery to see an exhibit by Anya Kielar. And this show is titled The Muses, and it's referring to how women in the female form are used as artistic inspiration. Kielar is known for her technique of putting figures into these shadow boxes, and then she wraps the box as well as her figures inside in this patterned fabric that she has designed. I love how iconic her works are. I can always spot one of them from a mile away. And these shadow boxes are representative of a few different things, but the fabrics are a nod to upholstery, which is an art that's normally associated with domesticity. And I love how the gallery describes the work. They say that these are sort of surrealist doll houses. I think that's spot on. They're also quoted as saying, "Kielar demonstrates that despite its centrality throughout art history, the female form still contains previously unseen layers of beauty, power, and meaning." I just love how in this day and age now, contemporary female artists are able to own the narrative of what it means to be a female and really just create a more accurate depiction of that within art history moving forward. I think that's, as a female, that's very exciting. Now we've headed over to Karma Gallery, and this is actually one of 2 Karma shows that we're seeing today. So many galleries have expanded into multiple locations over the last 2 years, including Karma. They now have 3 locations in the East Village. This is Keith Mayerson's exhibit titled "This Land is Your Land," and this is something that he's been working on. It's a series he's been doing for the last 20 years. And it's all about the forces that make American dreams become realities. And he's quoted as saying, "I rendered the images that inspired me and gave me hope. The cultural icons, civil rights leaders, family scenes, and sublime landscapes that represent what is at stake for me and family and country." And so what you're seeing here, these are oil on linen works. You can also see philosophers and activists, cultural leaders and icons, and American vistas that have captivated and influenced the artist deeply. He said, quote, "I created this series of paintings and drawings to help me process our moment, focusing on the heroic guardian angels that light our way in dark times. With inspiration, optimism, and hope, we can learn from our past to continue to build an awesome future." I just think that's such a lovely, positive message that we could all really absorb and attach to right now. The final exhibit of the day is at Karma Gallery's newest location. This is their 3rd location, and this is an exhibit of watercolors by Nicolas Party. And as you can see, there's a lot of works here. This is actually their 50 watercolors, and they have all of the characteristics of his larger scale paintings. You've got the vibrant jewel tones and the surrealist shapes to the trees. And when speaking about watercolor as a medium, Nicolas Party says, "Water creates natural movement that forms shapes on the paper. You have to let the fluid element of the paint do its part. The painting is moving and alive for several seconds." this is where I leave you, but I am curious, out of all the New York neighborhoods that I visit to see galleries, which one is your favorite? Upper East Side, Tribeca, Chelsea, East Village? Let me know in the comments below. I'm super curious to hear what you guys think. And if you haven't subscribed, think about doing so. It'll help you get notifications every time I put out a new video. And until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye.